centre field area. As you can see, they're taking their team photograph. No changes on the Offaly side, and a very confident dressing room that today they'll qualify for the All-Ireland Hurling semi-final. And here come Derry. First time in Croke Park since 1909 when they won the Ulster title, and at that occasion Derry came to Jones's Road, not to Croke Park as such. Wonderful day for them, history indeed for the Oakleaf County, and these are the Ulster champions, the hurlers from Derry. And as both teams are on the pitch, let's go down to the sideline to get some action. And Darren Maloney.
Sean Sands, this really is a big day for Derry, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, this is a day that we've long with it. I think the last time Derry won the Ulster final was something like 90 odd years ago, and if you look around here, the tremendous support that Derry have, and it's unbelievable. It really is. It's every young hurler's dream to be here on Croke Park.
You filled a vacancy in your half back line. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Declan Cassidy got married the week after the Ulster final, and he had a honeymoon booked to go to Jamaica. So it was a wee bit of shifting around. We took Michael Conway out of midfield, put him into the half back line, and rejiggled the half forward line. So I think the team's fairly well balanced at the minute.
Are you going to do it?
We are, yeah. We're quietly confident. The boys were just chatting in the change room there, and they put a lot of work in all year. And I think if everybody comes out and does their best, then we'll not be far away at the end of it.
Okay, Sean, the best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's half the battle. Okay, we've got to take a break now, but we're going to be back in a few minutes' time for the throw-in of Derry versus Offaly. The first of today is Guinness. Marty Morrissey.
Thank you very much, Michael. Well, you're joining us live here for the first of these All-Ireland quarter-finals. Michael Wadding, the match referee from Waterford, starts this game. Derry will be playing against the breeze in the first half, and obviously Offaly will be hoping to unsettle the Ulster champions at the earliest possible opportunity. Oliver Collins sends it down towards the Derry attack. Johnny Dooley given a lot of space, and he lobs this over the bar. First score of the match, and it's midfielder Johnny Dooley that opens the Faithful Counties scoreboard here. This is Kieran Stevenson from Banagher, the #1 goalkeeper for Derry for the last 3 years. Benny Ward playing at left half back despite wearing #5. Jeffrey McGonigal in a tussle with Michael Dignan. Half blocked by Kieran McKeever. Oliver Collins lobs it in very long, but just that little bit too strong. And the first wide of the game is put down to Oliver Collins. Derry indeed in their dressing room looked very calm and assured. They're coming to Croke Park not just to produce the shock of the championship, but also to enjoy Croke Park and its wonderful surroundings. Joining me in the commentary position today is Cyril Farrell. What's your thoughts on this game, Cyril?
Well, I think Derry want a good start, really. Like, if they let Offaly build up a few points, they could be in trouble, but they've settled down fairly well early on.
An early opportunity, a chance here, and it's over the bar. John O'Dwyer, former Tipperary under-21 star, now playing with Banagher and Derry for a number of seasons, gives Derry the equaliser here, and indeed had an opportunity to rattle the net as well. Brendan Murphy made quite an impact in the Leinster under-21 final, and he's a player of tremendous potential. Scored a goal and 4 in that under-21 final last Saturday. Opens his account here now today. Kieran Stevenson, by the way, was declared man of the match in the Ulster final against Antrim as well. In fact, Derry have yet to concede a goal in 2 Ulster Championship games. Stevenson called into action and very confidently gives it out to his cornerback, Michael Dyke. Given a little bit of space is Conor Gath, and he avails of that to send it over the bar. Another one of the Offaly under-21 stars. In fact, he played centre forward in that game. Player that Offaly people will see as a star for the future. Johnny Dooley. Trying to block him down was Kieran McKeever. Oliver Collins. Hasn't played particularly well so far in the championship. Showing well, giving it to his brother Michael, who's now operating a corner forward despite wearing number 14. And Derry respond yet again. The older of the Collinses, it was Oliver that found Michael. Scored a great goal against Down, and he gets a point now against Offaly. Some pulling of the jersey off the ball. I think it was the Derry captain Conor Murray that was guilty here, and it gives Offaly an opportunity. So Johnny Dooley, already scorer of a point from play, taking the first free for Offaly in front of the posts, and it's a simple tap over. In Derry, certainly they love their football, but they also love their hurling, very much in pockets in various areas of Derry. Lavey, Ballinascreen, Banagher, Schlockneal and Namaha, which is the city club, which unfortunately doesn't have a representation here today on the intercounty side. Knocked away by Niall Mullen. Sideline ball to Offaly. Remember, Derry playing against the breeze in this first half. Johnny Pilkington sending it in. There's a chance here, but Kieran Stevenson again has the situation under control. A very confident keeper. Down to a man that we're quite familiar with. Cornerback in the Derry football team, Kieran McKeever, playing centre forward for the Hurlings. Oliver Collins. Again to his younger brother. And this is a chance. And that is sent over the bar. They're not bad, these hurlers from Derry. His second point of the game, and Derry playing with tremendous confidence and responding to every score from Offaly. The older of the Collins brothers achieving a fine point. Johnny Pilkington knocked away from that. And even in the early days, Simon Wheelham seems to have his hands full at corner back with Michael Collins. Jeffrey McGonigal was fouling, so it's a free for Michael Dignan. Great catch. Gary Hannafy needs the support of Conor Gath. Pass went astray. Providing the overlap with Johnny Pilkington, and he rarely misses with that sort of space. And that's his first point of the game. Offaly lead by 5 points to 3. Good play here by Hannafy, using Pilkington on the wing, and the white flag immediately raised. Can Offaly respond again? Falling to the corner where David Franks was fouling. Gary Biggs being pushed here as he was going for the ball. There's the push, and a free will result. The number 13 now in your picture scored 9 points against Down and all from frees. In fact, he scored 10, 1 from play. Here's his first from a free, and it now means that the complete Derry full forward line have all scored. Available is Oliver Collins. Ollie beginning to dominate that midfield area. Gary Biggs again, turning away from David Franks. Good hook indeed by the young under-21 star, and forces Biggs into the opposite corner. And the push by Gary Biggs gives Offaly the initiative. Just 1 point separating the sides. And Collins again. This time he leaves it for Cole McEldowney from Schlockneil in South Derry. Gary Biggs waited for it and got the breaking ball. Under a little bit of pressure here. Derry tried to flick it over towards Michael Collins. And again, he's causing problems for Simon Wheelahan. Full marks to the corner back from Burr to recover. Here's Kevin Keenahan. Down towards Johnny Pilkington. Again, Collins comes in. Breaking ball is there. Wild swipe by Johnny Pilkington. Aimed at the sliotar, it must be emphasised. Ollie Collins can't quite get it to either Jeffrey McGonigal or Kevin McCloy, so it's going to be a free for Offaly. But Derry are doing rather well.
Yeah, Marty, Pat Frury will not be too happy with Offaly. They're very, very lackadaisical, and the longer it goes on, the more confident Derry are getting. But he'd be expected to stick a ball or two in the net soon.
Come on, boys, come on!
Kevin Martin, who's experienced some injuries this season, now at centre back. Sends that ball in dangerously. Kieran Stevenson leaves it behind him. It's there, available for Offaly. Chance of a goal. Great defending by Cole McEldowney, and managed to block it out for a 65. And it was the first time where there seemed to be a little bit of nervousness in the Derry camp. First and only mistake so far by their goalkeeper Kieran Stevenson, but good defending by Cole McEldowney in particular. Johnny Dooley scored 2 points so far. Hits this well and over the bar. His third point of the game.
Right down.
I'm sure the Derry manager Kevin McNaughton will be hoping to eliminate and minimalise the errors, particularly in their defence, and hopefully at the other end finds their range. Second wide of the game for Derry. Michael Collins just sending that wide. Colin McGurk is back there. Aidan Hanrahan coming into challenge. Still McGurk, brother of Anthony McGurk, that we would know from some of Derry's past glory days in the football world. Cole McEldowney, sweet striker of the ball. Kevin Keenahan, according to the Derry facts, was pushing John O'Dwyer. Referee didn't agree with that assessment. Brendan Murphy. Benny Ward gets it up past Jeffrey McGonigal. Hits it with power. Stephen Burns has to backpedal just a small bit. Available all alone is Michael Dignan. That just tailing to the left. Gary Hannify gathers, gives it across, but there's nobody readily available. And it's Niall Mullen that eventually clears. A player that's experienced hurling in Division 4 with Derry. now up at the top as his manager Kevin McNaughton looks a little bit concerned.
Come on, keep on it, Derry boys. Come on.
Sideline ball coming in. Gary Hannafy. Johnny Pilkington, similar position as before, and again takes his point. Another point for Offaly. This is good play, and always seem to be in control of the situation. Good play by the wing forward from Burr. Well, Derry had several alterations to their team. Michael Conway, for instance, who wears number 9, is actually playing at wing back. Ronan McCluskey's at midfield wearing number 10, and of course Jeffrey McGonigal is in at number 22. He took the Dina Ella position that was left available. So many positional switches, but the big news from a Derry viewpoint is that Jeffrey McGonigal is back from suspension from midnight last night and playing. Meanwhile, of course, Offaly line out as selected, giving many of their new under-21 players a chance to play in the Senior Championship. Some pushing by Kevin Keenahan on John O'Dwyer gives Derry a free. And Gary Biggs will come across to take it. That goes over the bar. Biggs' second point of the match. And all of Derry points have actually come from their full forward line. Gary Hannafy being well marked by Conor Murray so far. Conor Gaff with his back to the goalpost sends it over the bar. That's a great point. His second of the afternoon, and Offaly stretched their lead to 3 points. This is very good play by the young Drumcullen star. Same club, in fact, as the Offaly manager Pat Fleury. Michael Dignan. Over towards Aidan Hanrahan. Good play by the Lusman man. Going for the goal, and Stevenson had to be alert. And once again, the goalkeeper is in confident mood between the posts. Oliver Collins, much more active, good vision. Finds the centre half back, Paul McEldowning. Knocked away by Kieran McKeever. Johnny Dooley. Providing the overlap is Ger Oakley. On the turn. Rushes his shot and sends it wide. First wide of the game actually for Offaly.
8 points.
This was a good scoring opportunity, but Kieran Stevenson did well. Stood his ground. Well, Derry very much in this match, sir.
Yeah, they'll be very happy so far, like, you know, and Kevin McNaughton very happy with them. Gary Hannafy is causing problems in the Offaly forward line. He's very, very strong, and he's using his strength to throw the ball around.
This is a good opportunity as Brendan Murphy going straight through Kieran Stevenson, and Stevenson half blocked it, but it still found the back of the net. Brendan Murphy gets the goal, and Derry concede their very first goal in the championship. It comes 17 and a half minutes into the first half. A great run by Murphy, and the Derry defence caught napping here. His finish was quite good, and Stevenson just perhaps a little unlucky.
Yeah, Marty, young Murphy will be the find of the year in Offaly. He's playing very well for both under-21s and seniors. Had a very good Leinster campaign so far.
What again?
of course, Brendan Murphy's pedigree is quite good. His grandfather played with Tipperary and Galway. Here comes Conor Gaff. Lobbing this in. Kieran Stevenson. To Colin McGurk. Conor Gaff again. And this time it's over the bar. To complete his hat-trick of points. 3 points for Conor Gaff. An Offaly lead by 19 to 5. This gives you another perspective on that great run by Brendan Murphy. And nobody, including Michael Conway, or the goalkeeper, could actually stop him. Ger Oakley playing a deep defensive role as his partner Johnny Dooley goes into an attacking mode and once again finds the target. 4 points for Johnny Dooley. And the gap has widened considerably in a very short space of time. Cian McKeever coming there just slightly ahead of Ger Oakley. Jeffrey McGonigal leaving it for John O'Dwyer. And a high challenge there. And referee immediately calling for the Offaly player. As we watch this again, Jeffrey McGonigal, here comes Cian McKeever into the action. And there was a high challenge by Kevin Keenahan.
Look it out, guys, look it out!
Gary Bakes hits it and sends it over the bar. And that's his hat-trick of points. Johnny Dooley. Just to the right and wide. Second wide of the game for Offaly.
Another one, get another one there.
Certainly, Cyril, Derry have maintained their composure despite conceding that goal in the 17th and a half minute to Brendan Murphy.
Yeah, they have held their shape well. That goal that set off, they kind of kept a bit more confident, had to a little bit happier. But they need 1 or 2 more before half time. Derry will be quite happy. They're against the breeze and they're still in the game, playing with full of confidence.
Breaking ball, and is still available. John O'Dwyer trying to poke it out of the middle of all that. Referee, I think, will give a throw ball. Comes out to Cole McEldowney, as they call him in Derry. All 5'3". Great run by the centre half back. Finishing it off with a cross, which is well gathered by Kevin McCloy. And Stephen Byrne had to be alert. A wonderful move by Derry. A move that certainly will inspire confidence within the panel themselves. This is Cole McEldowney's cross. McCloy did very well here and took a shot, and Stephen Byrne was just happy to deflect it out.
On, Mikey, tight.
So just 22, almost 22 and a half minutes played now in this first half. And certainly so far, Derry very much in this game. Remember, if you're just joining us, Derry are playing against the breeze in this first half. Kevin McNaughton from Cushendall in County Antrim. Third year in charge of this Derry side. They've come from near and far to support Derry. Ollie Collins from Lavey scored a goal against Antrim as he waits for Kevin McCloy's injured hand to be attended to. Ollie Collins against the breeze, hits it well but just inaccurately, and that's Derry's third wide of the game. Gary Hannafy, Cole McEldowney is back there, John Troy flicking it, but this time sends it wide.
The simple thing again, just tap it back in fast. Watching the ball now, let's come on out fast again, watching the ball, come on.
Derry, I would imagine, Cyril, would fancy their chances if they can maintain this up to half-time and then maybe not concede another goal.
Yeah, Marty, that's the important bit. There's about 11 or 12 minutes left before half-time. It's important that they don't let Offaly tag on a few more scores, because Offaly are well capable. They're playing within themselves the whole time, but look very dangerous when they attack.
Picked up by Michael Collins. It's there for Derry, but Michael Dyken gets a touch. Johnny Pilkington has it now. Good vision. Michael Dyken was calling behind him, and that is just barely gone wide. Fourth wide of the game for Offaly. Should be remembered that in 1990 and 91, Derry won the Ulster minor title and played Cork and Kilkenny and did very well, losing rather narrowly within 3 or 4 points. Here's a chance for Jeffrey McGonigal. Kevin Keenahan was pushing the big wing forward out of the way, and this is going to be a semi-penalty. Michael Wadding was very alert and spotted the foul by Keenahan.
The question now, Marty, is did they go for the goal or did they tap it over?
This is the incident again as McGonigal was creeping inside, and McGonigal, it must be said, made the most of it as well. And here's a chance for Derry. Simon Wheelahan, Kevin Keenahan as Collins hits it, and it's gone over the bar. Oliver Collins with his first point of the game. But that created a buzz of excitement around Croke Park. This is the chance again. Wheelahan, Keenahan and Stephen Byrne on the line. Collins aimed it at the goalkeeper, which was probably a mistake, considering the ability of the Offaly number 1. Johnny Dooley responds with a very quick point.
Yeah, Marty, that's Gary Hannafy again coming out, catching the ball and laying it off. Johnny Dooley's 5th point of the game. But I wonder, is that a crucial moment though, Cyril? Yeah, he definitely went for the goal. It was aimed high under the crossbar. A good save, like it would have kept Derry in the game. I just feel that Offaly are capable of pulling away, Martin.
Michael Collins unable to hold it despite the challenge of Michael Dyken. Benny Ward, and the referee will throw in the ball. Oliver Collins and Ger Oakley. Johnny Dooley coming into the picture now. Comes back to Cole McEldowney. David Franks. Johnny Dooley now. Stevenson again, confident into that high dropping ball. Back out towards Oliver Collins. Knocked down towards Cole McEldowney. Lovely hurler actually. Not bad as a footballer either. Simon Wheelahan in towards Conor Gaff. Well blocked down by Niall Mullen. Sideline ball Offaly. Many people expected this to be quite an intimidating scoreline at half-time. Considering that Offaly have wind advantage, it is not that bad at all from a Derry perspective. Johnny Pilkington. Again, Stevenson. The goalkeeper is playing rather well.
Yeah, he's getting plenty to do, but he is very confident. Like, and they're settled down. They're not letting in anything soft as such. And even the goal that went in, you couldn't really blame him, like, because Murphy went right in, and even though he kicked it into net, it was a hard one to block. They're still in the game, Martin. If they can keep it. But as I say, like, if Offaly are taking shots from outside, there's the save again now. Like, and he's good control. But once he's tackled, even though he's not really fouled as such, but modern day, if the forwards going in near the goal, he's a free out the whole time.
First time pulled by Johnny Pilkington. Down towards Aidan Hanrahan. And again, Johnny Pilkington goes for the return. And it's an easy point for him. Third point of the match for Johnny Pilkington. A rather easy scores from a Derry perspective to be conceding, as Johnny Pilkington just strolls into that position and takes the pass. Derry have it once more. Kevin McCloy needs the help of Kieran McKeever, who lands into the situation now. A wild pull by Michael Dignan, and that's going to be a free to Derry. Michael Dignan doesn't agree with the referee's decision, but I think on this occasion the referee was correct. Let's just have a look at it again. Loose ball, and the foot was there as Gary Biggs sends it over the bar. The subsequent free. Just over half an hour gone now in this first half, and Derry still very much in the game, despite conceding a rather easy free here as a result of a foul by Niall Mullen. Johnny Dooley with 5 points so far to his credit, going for a nice even half dozen, and he sends it wide and let off for Derry. 5 wides for Offaly. Oliver Collins can't reach it. Kevin McCloy needed the help of Michael Conway, but it wasn't readily available. And Offaly in turn lose possession. And here's Cole McEldowney. Niall Claffey. Very quiet so far, the left half back. Aidan Hanrahan, it's inside to Johnny Pilkington, given a little bit of space again, and he will punish any opposition. 4 points for Johnny Pilkington, this time off his left hand side, but poor marking by Derry, given the chance here to gain his balance and then turn. Michael Collins. Good run by the corner forward. Michael Dignan and Kevin Martin behind him. Jeffrey McGonigal has a slight fresh air, but he was fouling possession 3 times, touching it, so it's going to be a free out for Offaly. Certainly if Derry full forward line can get possession, they seem to cause problems. It's getting the ball into them is the major difficulty. Offaly player gone down injured off the ball. I think it's Gary Hannafy. We continue on. Oliver Collins sends it up towards Jeffrey McGonigal, now operating it full forward. Here's a chance for John O'Dwyer, pulling on it first time and sending it over the bar. Second point for the corner forward. John O'Dwyer has the distinction of winning an All-Ireland B football medal with Tipperary and an All-Ireland B hurling with Derry. Former Tipperary star shows his class here at this point. Gary Hannafy, the full forward, picked up a knock in that last sequence of play, but is fit enough to resume. Pat Fleury realises that this mightn't be as easy as anticipated, as Derry, with wind advantage, might be a serious threat in this second half. Conor Gaff sends it wide. 6 wide now for Offaly. Ger Coughlin on the extreme left of picture there, former wing back for Offaly, now an Offaly selector. Just about 30 seconds left now in actual playing time here in this first quarter-final. Kerry Biggs drives this in, but inaccurately. That's Derry's 4th wide of the match. Niall Mullen being fouled this time by Conor Gaff. But as the half-time approaches, Cyril, I'm sure that Kevin McNaughton and his fellow selectors from Derry will be reasonably happy.
They will, Mark, because they have a nice little fresh breeze behind them, but the breeze you'll find won't help them as much as they think, because the Offaly forwards will probably get more space against them. But Offaly are still lethargic enough, and I'm sure Pat Fleury will be kind of tearing into them at half-time to rise it a small bit, you know.
Referee gives the decision to Derry. John MacDonald, well-known referee, doing the line here today. As Ollie Collins looks at his options, hits it well, and over the bar. Second point of the game for the big Lavy man. They say in Derry, when he doesn't wear his helmet during a game, that Ollie Collins and Derry seem to play a lot better. Well, there's no helmet on Ollie Collins, and here he is again. Broke his jaw in a club football match with Lavy, and seemingly has always worn the helmet since. Jeffrey McGonigal. Players queuing up around the large rectangle. Good defending by Offaly. Comes back towards Michael Conway. Has his hands full with Brendan Murphy. Down towards Gary Hannafy. Conor Murray. Hannafy, however, did have possession. Just loses it. Ollie Collins. Back down towards Ronan McCluskey. As Derry come with a late surge just before half-time. Hits this high and over the bar. Ronan McCluskey now playing at midfield. It's a position that he won his All-Ireland B medal in '96, and the Dungiven star did very well here. With tremendous confidence, hit it very high over the bar. And referee Michael Wadding blows the half-time whistle, and Derry are only 5 points adrift. This goal by Brendan Murphy set the Offaly boys on their way, and despite the best efforts of Benny Ward and Michael Conway, goalkeeper Kieran Stevenson was left exposed, and it is essentially the difference between the two teams at the moment. Half-time score, Offaly 113, Derry 11 points.
Derry selector Tom McGill, a good strong finish to the half for you.
Finish, yep. So started fairly well. We lost maybe 10 minutes at the first half. Come back well in the last 10 minutes, so okay now. So we lost John Troy, he was doing a bit of damage midfielder, half backs weren't covering. But we're pretty happy because we were a strong breeze in the second half.
That'll give you a lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence. I say, with hard luck, only hit the penalty. A good save, all right. If they hadn't got their goal, we're still in the game, but we're still in it. Don't worry, we're.
Absolutely. You seem to have the Offaly full back line in trouble at times.
Well, yeah, Mickey Collins started off brilliant, and John O'Dwyer started off very well too. Jeffrey started in the half forward line. He's started off brilliant, but he's run full forward now, and he's upped his performance as well. So we're confident. We're confident now. We're down here to win a match. Simple as that.
Okay, Tom. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Offaly do
rivalry in it. Offaly will want to get to the next round, there's no question about that, and the two teams that are playing in the next round, you say nothing about friend and foe, because there's great rivalry between them, but there's great banter between them as well, and there'll be no arguing really, there'll be nobody kicked off the ball or anything like that.
Mike Peace, thank you very much. The teams are back on the field. Let's go back to Marty.
Thank you very much, Michael, and welcome back to Croke Park. Just 5 points between the teams, and Derry now with wind advantage. Ollie Collins has been playing exceptionally well, probably his best championship match so far, and it looks like Kieran McKeever now is going to be joining him in the centre of the field. Has Derry a chance, sir?
Well, they have a chance, only 5 points down. It's interesting to see that Kevin Martin has gone wing back and Niall Claffey's gone in centre, so it means the next day again that it'll probably be different to get through this. Derry will be up for this now, and Offaly have to raise their game.
Second half begins. Good defending by Derry. Comes back to Michael Collins, who seems to be operating now as a third midfielder in the early stages. Johnny Dooley, with 3 Derry players around him, still holds possession. 2 Derry players down injured, and for that reason match referee Michael Wadding has halted play. Kieran McKeever is one, Ollie Collins is the other. Certainly there's potential in this Derry side, particularly with Ollie Collins performing so well at midfield, to produce a shock.
Yeah, Marty Oliver will be one of the ones that will be well known in hurling counties as such, like, and his brother Michael is playing very well, you know, he's on the ball today. They are capable of causing shock for us, they are going to be very committed, but like, you'd have to say the whole time like that if Offaly, you know, waking up and get stuck in, that they should win it, but like, you know, it's just, they seem to be just lethargic in themselves.
This is the incident again, and you can see just some wild pulling there, both very much accidental, just cut the top of the hurley. Kieran McKeever there from Johnny Dooley, and Johnny, a sportsman indeed, just checks that Kieran is able to continue. Kevin Lynch's club, by the way, is based in Dungiven. Michael Wadding is giving the Derry management and the physio, Anne Boylan and Chris McNichol, the 2 physios there, as well as the accident and emergency nurse Pádraig Dugan, an opportunity to make sure Kieran McKeever is able to continue on at midfield. Whether it's my imagination or not, but I think the breeze is actually getting stronger.
Yeah, Marty, it's picking up here, like, it's a nice fresh breeze now, and definitely like on free pucks and puck outs it will add a lot, like it'll carry 10 or 15 yards more, but you still feel like that this game is here for Offaly to win if they can raise their game at all. But it just seems to be kind of got into a kind of a role of playing within themselves, and I'm sure like at half time they got a roasting into the dressing room. Derry went off very happy, Marty, at half time, like, you know, and like Kevin McNaughton and talking to Roger Quinn going off there, they were happy as well. Only 5 points down, they're in the biggest stage of their lives for the last 90 years, and they're not going to give up without a fight.
Well, there's going to be considerable injury time added on for this. Michael Wadding is being extremely patient. He's now saying yes, Kieran McKeever is okay, and he's going to give a throw ball between Ollie Collins and Ger Oakley. Michael Collins, well blocked down by Michael Dignan. Deep into the corner, Niall Mullen. Michael Collins now playing actually at wing forward, and the number 10 Ronan McCluskey has gone back up to the half forward line. Chasing is Niall Claffey. Kevin Keenahan gets not 1 but 2 touches. Does enough to be able to fend off the challenge. The referee spotted Keenahan's actions, which were deemed illegal, and that's going to be a free to Derry. This is Kevin Keenahan. bursting out as we now look at Gary Biggs with this free, and that is just gone wide. They need to be taking every single opportunity, and frees like that, even allowing for the hassle of the breeze and the difficulty, well, you can't be missing them.
You have to score them, Marty, to come like that. It's only 30 yards out.
Aidan Hanrahan. John Troy moved it full forward. Niall Mullen again. Down towards Colin McGurk. Stepping away from Ger Oakley. Sending it in towards Jeffrey McGonigal. Batting it down was David Franks. Here's Niall Claffey. McGonigal gets a hurley to it but doesn't block the sliotar. Gary Hannifey. Falling behind is Johnny Pilkington. Stevenson again is master of that goalmouth area. Pass outside to Colin McGurk was not a good one. It puts his corner back under pressure. Back there, however, is Michael Conway. Despite wearing number 9, is playing at right half back. This number 9, however, for Offaly is playing in midfield. Chance for Kieran Stevenson, and Stevenson leaves it out over the end line and wide. It's a pretty strong breeze now that favours Derry. Judging by the flags in front of our commentary position here. We'll see how long a puck out Kieran Stevenson can now deliver. Niall Claffey up towards Brendan Murphy. Score of a goal and a point in the first half. Gets inside the challenge of Michael Conway and hits a shot that I was unsure whether it was the crossbar. I think it was actually. But Offaly still have possession, but fouling. There's a Derry defender, and that's going to be a free for Offaly. Let's just watch this again as Brendan Murphy just danced away from the challenge of Michael Conway. That seemed to hit the crossbar and come back into play. A yellow card for Michael Conway from Swatra. Free for Johnny Dooley as Derry make a substitution. Derry are bringing in Gregory Biggs as Johnny Dooley takes this free, difficult angle, and that is gone over the bar. Six points for Johnny Dooley. Difficult angle this. Hits it beautifully over the bar. So Gregory Biggs is on the field, and the player that's gone off is the number 13, Gary Biggs. Brendan Murphy. Niall Mullen. Doing well at left corner back. Kieran McKeever trying to get there ahead of Johnny Dooley. Gregory Biggs immediately into the action. Johnny Dooley knocking it away. Comes across to Gary Hannifey. Great interception by Colin McGurk. Half blocked down, comes back to Johnny Dooley, who lashes it accurately over the crossbar. 7 points for Johnny Dooley. This was a great interception by Colin McGurk, but under pressure delivered a poor clearance, and Dooley punished the error. Kieran Stevenson trying this wing to see if he can get any sort of a break. Linesman indicates it's going to be a Derry ball. Ollie Collins, who's teeing it up as much as he can, really thinks about hitting this one. Didn't get behind it at all. Ronan McCluskey spots Kieran McKeever available. Delivering the ball inside to Jeffrey McGonigal, and the ball is in the net. Derry got the slightest of touches. McGonigal perhaps got the touch. But either way, Derry rejoice in Croke Park. It was McKeever's delivery. The ball was loose. Just getting the slightest of touch, I think possibly, was Michael Collins. And now we have an All-Ireland hurling quarter-final. A goal indeed to boost Derry and perhaps take Offaly out of their lethargic state of mind. Michael Collins, poor ball, easily cut out by David Franks. Good block down by Aidan Hanrahan, who read the calls from Ollie Collins. Colin McGurk has to give it back to Cole McEldowney, under pressure from two Offaly players. Again, a sweet striker of the ball, but it goes straight to Niall Claffey. Back to Ollie Collins, and he gives it an almighty belt, but it's wide. That scoreline, nobody but nobody was giving this Derry side a chance. They're only 4 points adrift. Great goal though. Not even Stephen Byrne could reach it. And Joe Dooley is being introduced to the Offaly attack, and it could well be Conor Gath. It is Conor Gath that's making way. Confirmation of the substitution. Gary Hannafy, Johnny Pilkington. This time Derry are equal to the move by Pilkington. Johnny Dooley pushes it into the corner again to brother Joe. Ollie Collins has gone down on his ankle. Joe Dooley here, chance of a goal. Sends it right across the face of the goal. And the ball is still in play. Nice turn by Brendan Murphy. Sending it back to Joe Dooley. Perhaps a dangerous challenge by Niall Mullen. And this time the referee says that there was jersey pulling on Joe Dooley. And it's a free for Offaly. This is Joe Dooley's attempt here, easily beating the Derry full back line right across. In fact, Stevenson might have gotten a touch. I'm sure he did. So we have to give the goalkeeper the credit for making the save. Ollie Collins once again seems to have problems. That was a wild pull by Niall Mullen, and very lucky to get away without being booked by the referee.
Should have definitely been booked there, Martin. That was a dangerous pull. He's lucky that he's not gone, really, because like he was pulling and the ball was coming, he could have took the lad's head off. Very lucky.
Once again it's Johnny Dooley to brother Joe, to a white flag for Offaly. And Ollie Collins, if he has to depart, this is a huge blow to Derry. It does not look good at the moment. And looks like John Troy is also going off for Offaly as changes are being made. Joe Erity perhaps is the man that's coming on, and indeed for Derry is Danny McGrellis. Danny is not alone an outfield player, but he's also a sub-goalkeeper. Now he normally plays in the attack, or as I say, in goal, so there's going to be an alteration, I'm sure, from the Derry half-forward line out to midfield. Kieran McKeever. The Derry side now without Oliver Collins, and an Offaly side without John Troy, who's had a very quiet quarter-final. Jeffrey McGonigal.
At the moment as well, Marty, Michael Dignan has gone into the forwards and jerseys come on the backs.
That's a point by Jeffrey McGonigal. Oh, wild call by the Offaly man, and well spotted by the referee. And it was a rather silly pull by Niall Claffey, and I'm sure a yellow card is going to be shown here. It is. A free to Derry, and once again it's Jeffrey McGonigal. This one is tailing, and it's gone wide. 7th wide of the game for Derry. And while Derry lost virtually all of their matches in the league, to Laois they just lost by a point, which was the narrowest defeat for them. They did beat Kerry in the Division 1 playoff in Parnell Park, and all the results seem to be suggesting that Derry hurling is improving all the time. But certainly in the championship, nobody expected that they would be this close to Offaly at the start of the second half. Almost 16 minutes gone now in the second half, and Derry are very much in contention. Here's Jeffrey McGonigal, willing to take on Kevin Keenahan, stepping aside the challenge. Well blocked this time by Keenahan, and he'll try again. He's going the wrong way. Gets it inside to John O'Dwyer. Simon Whelan. Keenahan again forces his way out. Tries to get it for his Johnny Dooley. And Gregory Biggs can't control it, so it's going to be a line ball for Offaly.
All of a sudden now, the game is again to pick up a bit in tempo. There's a little buzz around the ground that there could be a big shock on here.
Well, the Antrim man, now Derry manager, has always maintained that the spirit of this particular group of players is something that is almost unquenchable. Gary Hannafy tries twice, 3 times to kick it away. Brendan Murphy, referee says play on, fair challenge. Nicely picked up by Kieran McKeever. Jeffrey McGonigal has to go into reverse. Ball breaks inside. John O'Dwyer! Oh! McGonigal! Goal! Goal for Derry! My word! Croke Park has come alive. The people at headquarters cannot believe this. Derry have breached the Offaly defence for the second time. McGonigal got the final touch. We have an All-Ireland quarter-final that nobody anticipated. Look at that for a scoreline. 1 point between the teams. Stephen Byrne made a great save the first time, but McGonigal was on hand to finish it.
Yeah, but Derry are back in the game, out in the real buzz now, but they have to get away a soft free again, so Offaly probably go 2 points up again.
The hero at the moment, Jeffrey McGonigal, has Johnny Dooley going to take this free and sends it over the bar for his 8th point of the match.
It shows you how concerned Offaly are. Brian Whelan is on.
Offaly 20 points, Derry 18. Brian Whelan has been introduced, and as Cyril just said, it's a measure of the concern in the Offaly dugout. Going off is Ger Oakley. Speaking to some members of the Derry management team, they felt slightly offended that Offaly had picked players, newcomers, and not given players like Joe Dooley first choice, and Brian Whelan. Now Dooley and Whelan are both on, and they have to try and quench this Derry challenge. This is a great effort by Ronan McCluskey. his second point of the game, and just 1 point between the teams.
That's as good as you'll see anywhere, Marty. Fantastic ball, lovely pass out, but Kuski has a little look up and over the bar.
And when a team is on a roll like this, Cyril, as Derry are at the moment, it's actually very difficult to stop them.
It is very hard to stop it, and the Offaly management have brought on everyone. There's no leaving fellas off for the next to know. All of a sudden they're in a real battle, and the more, like, Derry are missing Oliver Collins, but they're playing way above themselves. It's fantastic to see.
Gregory Biggs gives this everything. Stephen Byrne is underneath it. Goalkeeper did well. Sends it out towards Niall Claffey. About to be challenged by Kieran McKeever. Claffey gets in his clearance, spars Johnny Dooley. Derry now under a little bit of pressure. Conor Murray, the captain, gets it out, spars Benny Ward. And Croke Park seemed so quiet in the first 40 minutes of this game, now seem to be buzzing. Another chance, dropping it in towards Stephen Byrne. Second time this has happened, and cleared by the goalkeeper. Well pulled up by Colin McGurk. Comes to Johnny Dooley. Thinks and goes for the point, and it's on its way. 9 points for Johnny Dooley. And 2 points between the teams once more. He always seems to have so much composure, so much time and control. And well able to take a point from the centre field. Johnny Dooley again chasing after it. Such a magnificent hurler. Johnny Pilkington was pulling across the bow of Benny Ward, right under the watchful eye of the referee. And that is quite a legitimate free for Derry. And once more it's Jeffrey McGonigal that emerges from the full forward line to take this free, right on centre field. Two points between the teams, remember? McGonigal dropping this straight over the bar. A goal and 2 points for McGonigal in the last few moments or so. And certainly this is going to go right to that final whistle. And remember, we had a delay for Kieran McKeever's injury. Great catch by Michael Conway. When we spoke about the spirit of Derry, we should also talk about the hurling skills and the repertoire of skills by Michael Collins. The sides are level.
At this stage, Marty, as well, you must know that the whole stadium have gone behind Derry. Like, being the underdog, Royal Newtons are part of them, and it's really putting it up to Offaly at the moment.
Second time level in this quarter-final. Offaly go back into the attack. Johnny Pilkington. Chance of going back in front, very quickly taken. 5th point of the game for young Johnny Pilkington. And a very quick response. Well, it just shows you how the experts can get it so wrong. And I must also give full credit to a Derry team that's playing with tremendous spirit and a huge amount of skill.
The score at the moment is Offaly 1 goal, 18 points. Derry 2 goals, 16 points.
And the public address here has suggested that the scoreboard, because the scoreboard electronically is now working here, and obviously the scoreboard that is beside us that you cannot see is also indicating what we have. So they have corrected and said Offaly 118, Derry 215.
Yeah, but Marty, it depends on what the referee has.
Johnny Dooley sends that over the bar for his 10th point of the match. So now, much debate. Here come Derry now. Well pulled on by Gregory Biggs. Johnny Dooley sending it in towards the corner. Collie McGurk breaking away as Brendan Murphy sneaking inside the cover, going for the goal and getting it. His second goal of the match. Brendan Murphy from Ballyskinnock. That's a wonderful score. And on this particular occasion, the Derry defence were caught badly napping, but full marks to Brendan Murphy. Are we right? What's the right score? And Johnny Dooley has it once more. Into the corner. There's confirmation of the scoreboard. Offaly 220, Derry 215 as Offaly introduce John Ryan. And he normally plays in the attack for the Offaly hurlers. And it looks like Michael Dignan is the player that's been taken off. The linesman Johnny MacDonald just having a word with Michael Wadding. That could have been a brief conversation about the scoreboard at the moment, because there is considerable confusion around the ground. Well pulled up. Johnny Dooley accepting the pass from Joe Erity. Dooley, oh, that is absolutely brilliant. 11 points for Johnny Dooley.
The rest of Offaly might have been lackadaisical all day, but this man is the captain and he's playing with pride and he's holding Offaly there on his own.
This was a great goal by Brendan Murphy, getting inside the cover and hitting it sweetly past Kieran Stevenson. Michael Collins hitting it accurately over the bar for his 4th point. Great response by Derry. Having levelled, they're now just 5 points behind again, but they're showing once more the spirit of Derry. Derry Hannifin. That's going to be a free for a push on Niall Mullen. Free is dropped in. It's loose. Simon Wheelahan. Umpire has raised his hand and he's indicating that it's a 65 for Derry.
Yeah, I would think as well, Marty, that the referee and linesman have talked and they've changed the scoreline.
That's going to be a 65. This is a conversation here just between the referee and the linesman about the scoreboard at the moment, and I think that there is some doubt still about the scoreboard. We believe that that is the correct scoreboard that we have, 221 to 216. Jeffrey McGonigal sends this particular shot wide. Johnny Dooley. Knocked away. Comes back towards the captain of Derry, Conor Murray. Gary Hannify. Under a little bit of pressure. Joe Dooley. Lovely little pick up. Just a few centimetres off the ground. Aidan Hanrahan. Under a little bit of pressure. Sends it wide. 10th wide of the match for Offaly. But good defending on this particular occasion by Derry. So confirmation of that scoreboard, Offaly 221, Derry 216. And here comes John O'Dwyer. Thinking about a goal perhaps, and sent out over the end line. And that's going to be a 65, I think. Yes, it is. Great run by John O'Dwyer here. And well blocked out by an Offaly defender. And Jeffrey McGonagall's purple patch midway through the second half certainly changed this game. And he'll be disgusted with that second 65, which has gone to the right and wide.
Of course, the score at the moment is Offaly 2 goals, 21 points. Derry 2 goals, 16 points.
And the public address system here in Croke Park has just confirmed our scoreboard as being the correct one. Collie McGurk. John O'Dwyer. This game is not over yet. Using Jeffrey McGonagall. Goes for the goal and gets the point. 221 to 217. Great run by John O'Dwyer here. Straight through the heart of the Offaly defence. Used McGonagall. And that just floated over. Offaly introduced Paddy Mulhare to their attack. It looks like Aidan Hanrahan is the player that's going off. So number 20, Paddy Mulhare, on for number 15, Aidan Hanrahan. Confirmation of that substitution comes in towards Kieran Stevenson, who despite being beaten twice in this championship out of 3 games has certainly played well. Sent down towards John O'Dwyer. Simon Wheelhen with him. And that surely is a bookable offence, and that's because Simon Wheelhen was sitting on the ball, and out of frustration John O'Dwyer lashed out, but that is a bookable offence, and Michael Wadding is perfectly correct to give the Derry corner forward a bit of a lecture. Let's just see this again as Wheelhen went down in it. The boot was raised there, and that was a little bit lenient by the referee just to give a bit of a lecture and not give a yellow card. Michael Conway gives it straight to Johnny Pilkington. Sends it in and goes off Niall Mullen and concedes a 65.
At this stage, Marty, Offaly will feel that they've weathered the storm, like, and you know, the backroom team will be delighted to get this game out of the way, because they probably did take Derry for a little bit for granted. You could know before the game we met them coming in that Derry were a bit upset that the top players would come out against them, and they were saying by the end of the match they'll give us respect, and, like, you know, they've earned it today.
I think they've earned it nationally as well as from Offaly hurlers. Johnny Dooley dropping this in. It's there, it's still loose, and the ball is knocked out for the second time by Niall Mullen in the space of a minute. Almost soccer style conceding the ball, as Niall Mullen was under pressure here. Kicked it out over the end line.
You'll find him this time, Marty, that Johnny Dooley will go for broke. He'll go for the score direct.
Well, I can safely say I'm sure that Johnny Dooley will be a serious contender for man of the match in this All-Ireland quarter-final, as he gets his control at midfield when the storm was very much at its maximum height from Derry. He maintained it with some cool, classy hurling and some vital scores. And it's Johnny Dooley again. Johnny Pilkington did so well just to keep it in. Sends it over towards Gary Hannafy. And that's going to go well wide. Well, Derry certainly put it up to Offaly today.
Yeah, like even though they'll be disappointed not to win Derry, but it's still like they have, you know, a moral victory in a sense. They're proving that they have come, even in Division 1 they were beaten a lot of games, but not by that much, and they'll be very happy with their display. Offaly kind of go back to the drawing board.
Michael Collins just getting inside David Franks for a moment. He was fouled as he was attempting a clearance. It's going to be a free for Offaly. Yellow card for the Derry man. Kevin McCloy, wing forward from Lavey. Brian Wheelahan, with hamstring difficulties during the week, and was primary reason for his absence from the starting line. Kevin Martin now joins the Offaly attack. Conor Murray has time to try and gather it. Gary Hannafy did very well. Gives it back outside towards Joe Dooley, and that is over the bar for his second point. I certainly think that when Derry win the Ulster Championship again and come to Croke Park, which I'm sure won't be that far away, they will be highly respected, because this is a young group of hurlers that have worked very hard on their skills and well worthy of winning the Ulster Championship this season. Just shows you that the Derrys and the Antrums are doing tremendous work, and their standard of play improving all the time. And it certainly looks at this moment in time it's going to be Cork against Offaly in the All-Ireland semi-final. Gregory Biggs finds his path to goal blocked, eventually fouled by Kevin Martin. So it's a free for Derry and Jeffrey McGonigal once more.
Gregory, get into the square, Gregory!
I'm sure that Jeffrey will just drop this one in. In fact, he will take his pointer, and he's trying to take it, and that again has gone wide. And his free taking has just left him down over the last few attempts. That's his third successive attempt going wide, which is not normal for Jeffrey McGonigal. Could be explained by a very difficult breeze now in Croke Park. Swirling breeze. John O'Dwyer's attempt to catch the ball knocked away by Simon Wheelahan. Niall Claffey. Gary Hannafy, unable to prevent Michael Conway from gathering possession. Here's Simon Wheelahan once more. The last few tussles seems to have gotten the better of John O'Dwyer. Johnny Dooley, first time pull. Lovely skill by Collie McGurk. And the referee blows the full-time whistle. And it is, in fact, Offaly against Cork in the All-Ireland semi-final. The plaudits and the congratulations will go to the faithful county. But really, the people who will leave Croke Park today will applaud and salute the men of Derry for giving a wonderful performance for their very first time in Croke Park in the modern era. The last time Derry played in Jones's Road was 1909. It won't be as long again. Full-time score, Offaly 223, Derry 217.
Derry manager Kevin McNaughton. Kevin, you very nearly did it.
I only come down to give it a go, and a go we give it. We give it a big lash. Fortunately, they just lost a couple of vital scores there. Got the full back line was brilliant. Brilliant. Oldest line in the field, I thought they were outstanding. The whole team was outstanding. I'm really proud of the whole lot of them.
It's a proud day for you. It'll do a lot for the team and also for Hurling and Derry, I'm sure.
Oh God, ask Brennan bring it on. Derry Hurling needed a bit. Ulster Championship was the start of it. We come down here to show Ulster Hurling's not dead. I think we done Ulster pride today.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you very much.